Hi, this is Marlo with Marlo Gets Fit, coming to you from Grants Pass, Oregon, and it is still light outside. I just wanted to do a quick video with 7 unexpected reasons that you could possibly be gaining weight, and eating too much is not one of them. So I just wanted to want to do this because I know we're all a lot of us are having issues with this, and I wanted to give a couple of tips in this area. And keep an eye on the bird feeder because the hummingbird keeps buzzing me and you might get to see one. So let me just get this shared really quick. Hope you had a great day. Happy Friday. It's Friday. Yay. Let's see. Okay, got that shared. So anyway, before I get started, I have a few updates. Let's see. Today, of course, is Friday, and it's probably a long weekend for many people, or if you're one of the unlucky ones and you're not working right now, maybe it's I don't know, an extended weekend that you're having. So anyway, it was a really busy week for me, kind of crazy at work, and lots of changes going on, and people going on vacation, so lots of stuff going on there, and working on my business. If you don't know who I am, I'm a wife, I'm a mom. I work full-time during the day, and then I have a home business, and I'm on a get healthy journey, and I've been doing most of that with low carb and trying to get that exercise in. I think the neighbors are going crazy over there. So far I'm doing, feeling really good, getting healthier. It's a total lifestyle change for me. I've never stuck to anything for 3 years before. It's one of the I don't know, but best way of eating that I've ever found, and something that I can actually stick to, and helped me to go from pre-diabetic to totally normal numbers, playing volleyball again, having fun, enjoying life, and all that kind of good stuff. So other than that, I don't think I have much else. I know that we were going to meet my mom over on the coast, but we decided to wait a couple weeks for that because they're still not fully open. Things are not open, and they're trying to get everyone to stay close to home. So instead, we're going to go probably do a Jeep drive into the hills, hit some Forest Service roads, and see if we can find some fun stuff out there, away from a lot of people, but having fun still. So that'll be fun. Look forward to some Jeep video and pictures tomorrow. I will definitely be posting some of that. Anyway, so let's get started, and I'm probably going to have to put my readers on because I can't read my light handwriting right now. Here we go. So, 7 unexpected reasons that you might be gaining weight, and eating is not one of them. So, let's see. First of all, a lot of it is not, it's to do with genetics, some things, but it says that gene activity is actually fluid and dynamic, and it responds to everything that you do, you think. So it could be stress, your environment, thoughts, and all this other stuff can have factors into your genes and your gene activity, which I thought was really interesting. So it's why everyday choices matter at the genetic level. So all of your choices that you make, what you eat, all that kind of stuff has a lot of things to do with, or it affects your genetic level. So the 7 most common factors in excess fat gain. Number 1 is stress. Now, I know we've all heard that. I've heard that a zillion times. With it increases your cortisol, the hormone, and that increases fat storage and all that kind of stuff. So stress is really bad for weight gain, and I'm guessing that a lot of us are under a lot of stress right now. I know I am, and something that I'm dealing with. Just everything going on is stressful, wondering what's going to happen and all that kind of stuff. Hey, Rhonda. So stress is a huge factor. So trying to de-stress will really help. And I know that's hard for a lot of people right now. It's hard for me, but I try to live in the moment. Oh, there's the hummingbird. You can see him and hear him buzzing around. He's real pretty. There's a bunch of them, but that one has like a red head. It looks really cool. Anyway, so, try to do some de-stressing techniques, something, I've been trying to really, I've been, reading or listening to the audiobook The Big Leap, and he talks really a lot about, if you're thinking about the past or thinking about what's going to happen in the future, what could possibly happen bad, you're just always stressing on both these things. You need to live in the now, and be present now, and be happy with what is happening now. You can't be unhappy if you're just thinking about right now, right now, what you're doing right now, and not worrying about what happened, and not worrying about what might happen in the future. So I've been really working on trying to do more of that. So number 2 is being allergic to food. So there's a lot of issues with, like, some people are allergic to gluten or dairy, soy, and they can trigger excess inflammation. And many experts believe that wheat products are the biggest contributor to weight gain and fatigue and blood sugar imbalances. So I know when I eat a lot of carbs and stuff like that, that I definitely get inflammation and I just feel bloated and yucky. So number 3, sedentary lifestyle. This is when I work on and getting up and moving my butt. But it says the average person has 55% of their waking hours is sedentary and sitting. And it says the American Cancer Society said that if you sit 6 hours a day, you're 48 to 95% chance to die prematurely compared to people that only sit 3 hours per day. So that's kind of a huge difference. So that's why I really try to get up I set my alarm so I can get up every hour, get my butt out of the chair, do a little bit of exercise, get that movement in there. It's so important to just get up and move a little bit all throughout the day. Number 4 is gut bacteria imbalance. So 90% of disease is traced back to the gut. I have heard this a lot. So when you eat unhealthy or you have stress, it creates the bad microbes in your gut, and sugars and starches can do that too. That's why fasting is a really good way to reset your gut, and reset those microbes and stuff. So that's why people recommend fasting. And I do intermittent fasting every day, and then I do once a month extended fast. I think it helps reset all that stuff and reboot your system. So number 6, toxins. It says that there has been 100,000 new chemicals introduced since World War II, and they've been shown, some have been shown to cause hormone dysregulation and promote weight gain in people. So all those interesting chemicals and stuff that are all around now. Number 6 is sugar. This is in the early 1900s. The average person they ate 20 grams of sugar per day. And now it's like 100 plus grams of sugar. And I totally believe that. And sugars tax the bodies, your organs, your cells. It can create systematic damage to your body. And it's addictive. And it's easily converted and stored as fat. So it also creates insulin resistance. So definitely sugars. And that's why, for me, the low carb is so much better. Keeping those sugars out of the system, out of your body. And they've had lots of studies that show that the sugar, it can be a contributing factor to a lot of diseases, and even cancers. They multiply or get worse, or can increase more if you have a lot of sugar versus if you restrict it on your sugar. Number 7, ultra processed foods. So it says we started using a lot of grain-based oils, like vegetable oils and stuff. And since then, it skyrocketed, and that's when our diet started to, people, our weight started to go up as a country, overall. It says, let's see, and it leads to imbalance and weight gain. It says in 1929, people ate 13% of fast food and stuff like that, and now it's 58% is the average American eats 58% out fast food and stuff like that, which is not so good for you. And I know I am definitely bad at that, because I'm always in a hurry, and so eating the fast food. But at least now I'm doing low carb, and I do try to eat better things. I like to get the salads, like a chicken salad. There are a lot of options if you are on the go and you need to eat fast, on the go, and you don't have time to cook and stuff like that. There are some options that are a lot better. So try not to get the fried foods, especially the French fries are just awful. I can't even imagine eating a French fry anymore. It's to me, it's just carbs. I can't even think about eating it. So try to cut those out. So anyway, those are the 7 reasons that you could be gaining weight, even if you're not eating too much, or, and I've noticed that a lot. If I can eat not that much, but if I eat the wrong stuff, it just the inflammation sticks in, and you get bloated, and you don't feel good, and the scale doesn't love you anyway. So anyway, I'll recap on that. Number 1, stress. Number 2, allergic to foods. Sedentary lifestyle, gut bacteria imbalance, toxins, sugars, and then the ultra processed foods. So that's the list. And then I just wanted to say that, it can be reversed. That's one thing that's really good, is The good news is it can turn it around. You can burn the fat. You can, make changes in your genes. That was what was really interesting about the articles. It talked about you, by eating bad and making the bad decisions, it can change your gut and all that kind of stuff in your genes. But then if you do reverse that and start eating correctly and start eating good and all that, it can reverse that, and it makes the genetics better. So you will burn fat, boost your brain, feel amazing, and have a body transformation. So and one of the best ways to do that is with your diet and lifestyle change, like a keto diet, which I highly recommend. And it can turn your body into a fat burning machine if you get into ketosis and all that kind of good stuff. So if you want to get information, if you want to try keto, if you have before and maybe you didn't do so good, so you want to try again, or you just need some pointers, or you want to get started, I do have a guide to help you. It's 10 easy steps to getting started with your ketogenic lifestyle. And it has, what to do, what not to do, pretty easy little tweaks to your diet to get that sugar out of there and start feeling better, get healthier, get all that inflammation out, and hopefully, lose some weight if that's what you want to do, or just get healthier, get your maybe help with your A1C if you're pre-diabetic or anything like that. And then it also has a food list. And also, if you want, I do have this really cool Keto Basics shopping list. That is one of my favorite things. I created it to help me go shopping, and it has all my go-to items for when I go shopping. It's the Keto Basic shopping list, and it has little check boxes. You can see it. They're categorized by dairy, drinks, frozen, vegetables, and that sort of thing. And then you can check them off, and there's spaces to write your own if you have your own things that you want. So if you'd like this, just send me a private message. I'd be happy to send it to you. The easy steps for the getting started with the keto diet, or the shopping guide, I'd be happy to send that to you too. So that's all I have for today. I hope you have a great weekend. Hope you're doing something fun. Try to do something to get the stress off. That stress is just a killer. It's gonna come and attack my head. They're so fun. They're out here and just zooming around, and I would love to find one of their little teeny nests. They're so cute. Anyway, so do something fun, get the stress off, try to do something de-stressing, and just feel the moment and de-stress. I know it's hard. I'm dealing with it too all the time, trying to figure out what's going to happen. When are we going to open up? When is business going to get going again? When is it all going to blow over? But, all we can do is what we can do. So try not to stress about it too much. And because that's just a killer for you. It just makes you, I know for me, if I'm stressing, I can just tell. I don't even have to eat anything different. If I stress, I'm going to gain weight. It's terrible. So anyway, on that subject too, I'm happy to report that, my new system I'm using, I'm really, really liking. So I will have some more information next week about that. Just a little teaser. So stay tuned. And anyway, gotta go. Have a great rest of your weekend. I will see you on tomorrow's video.